हेलो एवरीवन, वेलकम टू गाइडेंस सिटी पॉडकास्ट। एंड जैसे आप लोगों को पता है, गाइडेंस सिटी इस नाम से ही पता चल रहा है कि पूरा सबको गाइडेंस करना है, राइट? तो इसीलिए मैंने सोचा कि क्यों ना एक पॉडकास्ट से हम लोग स्टार्ट करें जहां पर वी कैन टॉक अबाउट मेनी थिंग। ऐसा नहीं है कि गाइडेंस सिटी एक साइकोलॉजिकल एडटेक ऑर्गेनाइजेशन है, मतलब सिर्फ साइकोलॉजिकल एरिया में बात करेंगे। बहुत सारे एरिया है जहाँ पर हम लोगों को बात करना चाहिए, जैसे कि रेयर डिजीज बहुत सारे होते हैं, राइट? बहुत सारे ऐसे मतलब डिजीज है जो हम लोगों को पता भी नहीं है, चाहे वो करोड़ों में होता है एक, या फिर लाखों में दो तीन जन को हो रहा है, बट थिंग्स आर देयर, राइट? जैसे कोविड आया था, एक रेयर बोल सकते हैं जो पहले कभी नहीं सुना और अचानक ही आया, हम सभी लोगों का लाइफ चेंज करके चला गया। सेम हैपेंस विद अस, लाइक बहुत सारे ऐसे डिजीज है जिसके बारे में लोग बातें करते नहीं है सर। जैसे कुछ दिन पहले ही बहुत सारे लोग बात कर रहे थे जीवी सिंड्रोम के बारे में, ग्यूएन बरे सिंड्रोम दैट वाज, बट ऐसा नहीं है कि ये बहुत कॉमन है और ऐसा भी नहीं है कि बहुत रेयर है, बट थिंग्स आर देयर, पीपल आर एक्सपीरियंसिंग सम इश्यूज। एंड इसी सब के बारे में बात करने के लिए आज हम लोगों के साथ है the psychologist Madhumita Banerjee. She is basically from Bangalore. She is practicing since last 12 years. She is very good friend of mine. And यहाँ पर मैं मधुमिता यही बोलूंगी कि सबसे पहले you introduce yourself.
Okay, so thank you so much for inviting me, Monica, today for having this conversation. And I'm so happy to be here talking about rare disease today. I'm a counseling psychologist by profession with 12 plus years of experience in the field counseling and conducting therapy sessions. Uh, Working in the field of rare disease is something uh, that's very close to my heart, I would say. And yeah, we'll discuss a lot about what it is, what is done, why is it needed, and many more things.
राइट। मधुमिता के बारे में मैं क्या ही बोलूँ, बहुत कुछ बोलना बाकी है। दो शी इज इन दिस फील्ड फॉर 12 years डीलिंग विद सो मेनी केसेस, बट अगर उनकी एक्सपर्टाइज के बारे में बात किया जाए तो कॉर्पोरेट एरिया के साथ साथ शी इज डीलिंग पेशेंट विथ रेयर डिजीज, डिफरेंट टाइप ऑफ रेयर डिजीज जिन लोगों को होता है उन लोगों के भी बहुत सारे इमोशनल इश्यूज दे यूज टू फेस अलोंग विद देयर फैमिली। So that is why just came in my mind that जैसे कि on 28 February we have Rare Disease Day. Am I right, Madhumita?
Yeah, 28 February it is.
28 February. So स्पेशली जितना मुझे मधुमिता से एक्चुअली पता चला कि 29 February को हुआ करता है, बट वो तो 4 साल में एक बार, तो इसीलिए 28 February को ही हर साल सेलिब्रेट किया जाता है। जिस साल 29 February इज देयर, देन ऑन दैट ईयर वी सेलिब्रेट रेयर डिजीज डे ऑन 29 February. तो मधुमिता, जस्ट लेट मी आस्क यू वन क्वेश्चन. What is actually rare disease?
So, Monica, according to the World Health Organization, uh, any disease which affects less than 65 people per 1 lakh population, World Health Organization considers that as the definition of rare disease. However, you know, different countries have different definitions. Like in the US, any condition is known to be rare if it affects less than 2 lakh people in the country. Okay. Whereas, in China, it is 1 in 5 lakh people, right? So every country has a different definition, but overall, uh, a condition which affects a handful of people in the overall population of that country could be considered as a rare condition.
Okay. So, in India, how many cases are there, or in all over the world, right? How many different cases you have seen or have heard about? Like कितने सारे different different rare disease होते हैं?
So, I mean, it's very difficult to say exactly how many rare diseases that we have in our country because the register for identifying the number of rare disease patients who are there in the country is still in the process of being made. Okay, so we don't have the actual numbers yet. But worldwide, what it is known as, there are 7,000 different types of rare diseases, and some are rare, some are extremely rare, and the situation becomes more and more complicated because there's not many people to, understand it completely.
Even 7,000 is also not a small number. 7,000 is also a big number. So, what is your experience with rare disease? I mean, till date, how many cases you have dealt, like different पार्ट में आप तो रहते हो, दो आई नो दैट यू आर फ्रॉम बेसिकली कोलकाता, बट बैंगलोर में कितना आपको केसेस डील करना पड़ता है इन जनरल?
I mean, not Bangalore per se, but so far, I think I have handled cases from different, who stays at different cities in the country. But I could say at least I have handled a handful of patients with different kinds of conditions, not just one, but overall it could be around 10 to 12 clients that I've already handled, right? And I'm also associated with an organization, which is the Rare Disease organization that helps in bringing awareness. So I do see a lot of clients from there as well.
So, as the disease, like for say any disease which is rare one, right? So, बहुत सारे टाइम ये होता है कि पेशेंट बिकम सो कंफ्यूज लाइक हाउ दिस थिंग्स हैज हैपेंड विद मी एंड कैसे इससे निकलना है. बहुत सारे डिजीज का होता है कि ट्रीटमेंट भी नहीं होता है, आई नो, राइट? तो इन जनरल कैसे और इमोशनली इफेक्ट करता है, बिकॉज एज यू आर डीलिंग विथ पीपल हु आर हैविंग दिस कंडीशन, राइट, एंड यू आर क्वाइट एक्सपर्ट इन दिस एरिया. सो कैसे कौन कौन से एरिया में ये और ज्यादा इफेक्ट करता है पेशेंट को इमोशनली, बिकॉज फिजिकली तो ऑलरेडी दैट पर्सन इज सफरिंग.
Absolutely, absolutely. So फिजिकल सिम्टम्स तो हो गया डिजीज स्पेसिफिक, राइट? हर इंसान का वो अलग सिम्टम्स होगा. बट देन इमोशनली, what I have seen, majority of them struggle with some core areas. Okay.
ओके.
One is the, you know, absolute whiny kind of a space that, how did it come out of nowhere? And a lot of these things we don't know why it happens, right? Some have a genetic reason, of course, but not all the conditions have a reason that is known. So mostly it starts with a why me when they get a diagnosis. Then it could also lead to feelings of loneliness, right? The stress of diagnostic delays, because trust me, it takes so long to get for any one person to get diagnosed that it's painful to see them go through that entire ordeal, because nobody arrives at a rare disease diagnosis just like that. It would be that you rule out a series of other differential diagnosis, and when the symptoms, the conditions do not fit any of it, that's when they finally get a rare disease diagnosis. So for some, it might be a year, for some, it could be years and years together before they could actually get a diagnosis. So वो diagnostic delay का बहुत ज़्यादा stress होता है. Then comes a lack of the stress related to lack of treatment, because majority of the conditions do not have a cure in the rare disease spectrum. So it's just symptomatic management mostly that is there. Then they often experience a lot of health anxieties. Like, matlab, okay, let's say there's a client who has a certain condition, and as a result, their joints and muscles could be affected by it, right? But then as a normal human being, anybody would actually have muscle aches and pains at any point of time. But what happened with rare disease clients often is, or any chronic disease patients often, is you notice any symptom. And your mind stays goes to the fact that what if it's a flare up of my condition, right? And you know that there is no treatment, you know that there is no cure. So a lot of health anxieties that happen, stigmas around the condition, difficulties with professional life. In cases of severe conditions where their, overall health could be affected, fear of death is a constant factor that plays a role. So a lot of these factors actually affect the emotion.
I can see that, like, mostly it happens that, the fear of death become the common thing. So how do you handle with those kind of disease where no treatment is available, only the symptomatic things are there, and family is also not that much supportive? How do you support your client mostly?
So definitely to create a safe space for them in the therapeutic session so that whatever they are going through, they can actually come and have a conversation around that without having a fear of either being judged or being misunderstood, or the family members getting triggered by thoughts around death, right? So whenever even the family members are at distress, we can't say anything about that. But when a patient is fearing death, and if they are going and wanting to talk to their family member around it, the family member also gets triggered, right? So the primary thing as a therapist counseling in this space is I need to provide them that safe space where they could come and talk about anything and everything that they want to talk about. And every fear, every emotion that they have, it is valid, right? It's an immense chaos which goes on in their life. So, to provide support, to provide them comfort, validating their feelings, and then comes figuring out how do we proceed. And if at all there is anything which is getting triggered because of stress, because it can, right? So then the stress management and all of those things comes into play.
I can see that you are doing actually a great job, because वही होता है कि where there is no such hope, you are creating hope in front of them, and वही motivate करना and उन लोगों को एक safe space create कर देना so that they can actually vent out what they are feeling. Maybe ये हो सकता है कि बहुत सारे टाइम, वैसे मैंने एक्चुअली मैं यहाँ पर थोड़ा सा खुद का भी एक एरिया शेयर करना चाहूंगी. What I have observed in my colony with one of the neighbor, she actually experienced one rare disease, जो मैंने पढ़ा न्यूज़पेपर में, that is करोड़ों में एक जन को होता है, and there is no such treatment for that disease in India. तो
Hmm.
वही उनको बस सोसाइटी का एक वो होता है ना कि सोसाइटी वाज नॉट मोटिवेटिंग इनफ, रादर बार बार उसको मतलब वही करना कि एज इफ लाइक शी इज अनटचेबल, उसको एकदम वन कॉर्नर कर देना, इवन घर पूरा एक घर को एकदम अलूफ कर दिया था सभी लोगों ने. सो ऐसे केसेस आपके पास जब आते हैं, राइट, हाउ डू यू सपोर्ट लाइक फैमिली एज अ साइकोलॉजिस्ट?
So I do provide therapy for both for patients and caregivers. So in caregivers, it could be a partner, it could be the parents, it could be a sibling who is basically taking care and is involved in taking care of the patient. So yes, there are lots of stigmas around, rare diseases because people don't understand what it is all about, right? So the isolation, what you referred to, ऐसा होता है. Of course, ऐसा होता है. And, you know, I've heard cases where young kids who are not keeping well and, you know, maybe catch infections very quickly. So often, other kids were not allowed to mingle with that particular kid because क्या पता वो contagious condition है कि नहीं, right? And if my child will get affected by that or not. So yes, there are many stigmas, many, misbeliefs around rare diseases that comes. So again, for the caregiver, helping them understand, helping provide them a safe space that they can utilize to you know, voice out their feelings mostly, because it is innately difficult to, on one side, seeing your family member to go through the struggles of having a condition. On the other side, the society from where you would want to have a support, right? They don't understand, they don't support you, they rather stigmatize the situation even more. It becomes extremely difficult. So, वहाँ पे to provide a space for the caregivers also, a support, and you know what they could do to take care of themselves also in such a situation is what I, kind of work with.
It's really very good to know that you are supporting in that way. You're very kind that I can see. It is not only like I'm feeling good because I know you from long time, but also the way you are working. It is really very appreciable. And वही कि बहुत सारे टाइम वही हो जाता है कि family become like the दोज पीपल जहाँ पर इन जनरल सपोर्ट उतना मिल नहीं पाता है, चाहे डॉक्टर कितना भी समझा दे, दे नीड समबडी जिनके पास वो लोग भी वेंट आउट कर पाए अपना कुछ भी इनसिक्योरिटी है या फिर कुछ भी है, बिकॉज ये एक हेल्पलेस कंडीशन बन जाता है बहुत ज्यादा। एंड वो वही कि वहां से डिप्रेशन ट्रिगर हो सकता है, एक डिप्रेशन की तरफ जा सकता है या फिर एंजाइटी की तरफ जा सकते हैं, पैनिक अटैक हो सकता है, बहुत कुछ हो सकता है। एंड अगर उसके साथ पेशेंट को ऑलरेडी कोई मेंटल हेल्थ इशू है तो दैट कैन बिकम द ह्यूज इशू
Even
दैट
more
आई कैन
challenging.
understand.
Yeah.
We will obviously talk about all those stuff in our next episodes because as I am planning for this area that we will be having so many episodes on rare disease, that how to deal with so many conditions, like if you are having anxiety and if you are having panic attack, और बहुत सारे टाइम ये भी तो हो सकता है ना कि patient are experiencing, like patients are experiencing all those kind like the ठीक है treatments are available for that condition, but still the self esteem is becoming very low because in back in 2019 I got a patient. He was having some condition जहाँ से उनको वही हुआ था कि his main condition was that कि सेल्फ एस्टीम बहुत लो था ना, उसके वजह से उसका पूरा काम में वगैरह सब एरिया में इफेक्ट हो रहा था। सो
Mm.
इस एरिया में भी कैसे हम लोग काम करें उसके बारे में ऑब्वियसली मैं आपसे जानना चाहूंगी, बट आई हैव एन इंटरेस्टिंग क्वेश्चन फॉर यू। दैट इज एज यू सेड दैट बहुत सारा स्टिग्मा वगैरह सब कुछ जुड़ा हुआ रहता है। व्हाट आर दोस मीथ्स related to rare disease that you want to talk about today? Is there any myth related to rare disease?
There are plenties, I would say. So, one of the core myth is rare disease is actually rare, right? People think that it's rare, but it's actually not. अगर 7,000 rare disease types of rare disease identified हुए हैं so far, I just cannot imagine how many more there could be, right?
True.
The second thing is 7,000 डायग्नोस्ड हुए हैं, ऐसा नहीं है कि मतलब हर डिजीज के लिए, हर कंडीशन के लिए सिर्फ एक दो पेशेंट है. इट्स नॉट दैट. There are many people around us who might be having a rare condition. I myself have come across many such people out of my professional life also who have a rare condition, right? So the more and more I talk about rare disease and rare disease counseling, many people actually come and tell me that, I have a rare condition as well, right?
Hmm.
So it's not rare. It's really not rare the way we think it to be. Another thing is, अगर रेयर डिजीज है तो इधर वो सिर्फ बच्चों को होता है या सिर्फ अडल्ट को होता है, राइट? बट एनी कंडीशन कैन एक्चुअली अफेक्ट एनी पॉपुलेशन. एंड ऑन टॉप ऑफ दैट, इट इज नॉट कि हर कंडीशन कंजेनिटल है, बाय बर्थ है. There are many conditions which you develop over a period of time, right? बहुत ऐसे होते हैं कि हो सकता है देयर इज अ जेनेटिक लिंक, बट वो शुरुआत में पता नहीं था. वो बहुत बाद में जाके इट स्टार्टेड शोइंग सिम्टम्स एंड इट स्टार्टेड कमिंग आउट. Then there are conditions which are misdiagnosed or which are undiagnosed for years. आप adulthood में जाके diagnose होते हो, but you actually had the condition throughout your life, right? So the myths around only kids have it or only adults have it, these are there. Then the funniest one that I find is, oh, you don't look so sick, right? And I don't know how to respond to that, right? Because, I mean, is there a norm that you should look a certain way for being sick? No, there isn't. There are not every condition is very visible. There are many, many invisible rare diseases as well. So it's just minimizing the person to uh, how the physical features of that person is and how that is being portrayed, right? So it's very unfair for the person who's going through that condition. And then there's a myth like, once you're diagnosed, you could have a treatment. Not really. Majority of the times, you could be diagnosed, but you don't have a treatment in place. You don't have a cure in place, which means that they have to struggle throughout their life, right? And that struggle means every sphere, not just health wise. It could impact their personal life, it could impact their professional life, it could impact their social life. So, everywhere. And this is just some, I'm sure there are many.
आई कैन अंडरस्टैंड। इवन मैंने बहुत सारे टाइम ये भी सुना है कि लोग ऐसे बोलते हैं ऐसे डिजीज सिर्फ उन्हीं लोगों को होता है जो अच्छे से खाना पीना नहीं करते। इट इज नॉट
Oh,
लाइक
yes.
दैट। रेयर डिजीज कैन हैपन टू एनीबडी। अगर हम लोग वेल फेड है तो किसी को भी हो सकता है। थैंक यू मधुमिता फॉर दिस वंडरफुल डिस्कशन। आई नो दैट हम लोगों को और सारा बातें करना है, बट आज के लिए इतना ही, क्योंकि आई नो आप योर टाइम इज़ वेरी वैल्यूबल एंड अभी आपको क्लिनिक में भी फिर से वापस जाना है, काम करना है। इसीलिए मैं आपका ज़्यादा टाइम नहीं ले रही हूँ। बट येस, नेक्स्ट वीक वी विल ऑब्वियसली कम अप विथ द कंडीशन दैट हाउ टू डील विथ सेल्फ एस्टीम। बिकॉज मैं अभी बीच में बात कर रही थी दैट वन ऑफ माई पेशेंट हैड दैट थिंग कि ओनली सेल्फ एस्टीम के ऊपर ही उसको काम करना था। बिकॉज in case of him treatment was available, everything was available, support was also available, but still वो अपने सेल्फ एस्टीम में नहीं कर पा रहा था सही से काम, उसकी वजह से उसका सारा कुछ बिगड़ रहा था। So we'll obviously talk about it on our next episode, and thank you again for joining us, and guys, please don't stop watching our Guidance City channel. Guidance City podcast is coming up with all those things जहाँ पर आप लोगों को बहुत सारे एरिया के ऊपर बहुत कुछ जानने को मिलेगा, I would say, right? So please stay tuned with us, and bye bye everyone.